Hey guys, it's Poochie. I want to show you a little bit about this tool that I use all the time. All my staff uses. It's called AMZScout. It's a very important tool if you're selling on Amazon pretty much in any way, shape, or form, whether you're doing drop shipping, whether you're doing FBA, whether you're doing online arbitrage, retail arbitrage, private label. No matter what you're doing, you want to have AMZScout. It's a very powerful research tool, and let me show you why. Okay, this is the extension. I have it open in a normal window too, but I'm going to show you extension and how the extension works. This isn't even the pro extension. We won't even get into that and what that can do, but the standard extension will show you an item. This is #1 bestsellers in home and kitchen, okay, on all of Amazon. It'll show you how much estimated sales are per month. 65,893 of these sell at $54.99. Let's do the math. 65,893 times 54.99. Does my calculator go that high? That is $3.6 million worth. Is that right? Dang. $3.6 million worth of this pillow sell online every month. That's crazy. It will tell you your FBA fees. It'll also tell you how many sellers are on the site. You see this has 3 FBA sellers. That means 3 sellers, if you don't know, who have sent the item into Amazon, and Amazon will then package and ship it out when it sells. And they're also for FBM sellers. Now that means fulfilled by merchant. That means that you're holding the item, or your wholesale supplier, your warehouse, wherever is holding the item, and then they or you will ship it out when it sells. The FBA fees, $17.99, are not the FBM fees. Okay, those are completely different. It also tells you the margin. I think that's probably the margin for what it is. Sorry, there's a dog drinking behind me. There's stuff going on in the kitchen. This is a working show here. Please don't turn that on right now. Please don't turn the microwave on when I'm doing a video. Thank you. Even I have limits, everybody. So I think the margin is probably the margin minus the cost. That's why it's so high. The listing quality score, that is what AMZScout perceives to be the listing quality on this item, which means there's room for actual improvement. Even on the #1 selling item on Amazon, there is room for improvement. It'll tell you the weight, the dimensions, when they started selling it, etc. Okay. Then if you go up here, it's going to give you even more information. Okay. It's going to show you the UPC, the barcode. It's going to show you the history of the item. Now this chart is very important because it will show you for the last year the rank, the product rank, and also the price. And you can see how it's dipped all over the place here. I can't get that to stay up. I mean, that's what he said. But anyway, we keep it real here. So it'll give you the prices and the ranks, the history of it over the last year, which is really important. You don't want to invest money in an item that is at the highest price now and you're like, oh my God, I'm going to make a fortune, but it's peak and then it's going to slip down like $20. You don't want to do that because that's a really bad thing if you're doing FBA. If you're doing drop shipping, you know, it doesn't really matter that much because hopefully the peak will last long enough so you can drop ship somehow and make some profit. Let's go over to the AMZScout website, okay? I want to show you this. Product research. We're going to go to the product database, okay? I'm going to go over here and we're going to, so let me show you first. If I wanted to luxury gel pillow. So, I don't know why all of that's coming out, but let's just open it up. Oh, you know, we could probably find it with the UPC. Let's go down and see if we can find the UPC down here. Because if we have the UPC, it's going to be easier to search for it. UPC. I do not see the UPC. Okay. I don't see the UPC in the listing, so let's go back and see if we can see it. If maybe I can copy it from the AMZScout. Just go. So where did I find it? Was it on the product? So we're going to copy it from here. And let's just open a new window. Take pillow and that and see what we find. Okay, so here's the one on Amazon. You have ads for a couple. Then you have UPC Zilla and UPC Item Database. I like going to the UPC Item Database because it'll show you where it's selling a lot of times, okay? So as you can see, it is selling at Walmart and on eBay, but not really for that less. So you probably need to find a wholesale supplier that's going to allow you, I don't know why it's coming up for them, but you're probably going to need to find a supplier, the wholesale supplier that's going to allow you to sell it on Amazon, which for this item, since it's #1, it's going to be really tough. You'll want to search items that aren't probably the #1 item, but that is how you would search to find an item that you could resell on Amazon. So let's do this. I said I was going to do a search, and let's do home, kitchen, and dining. Okay, you can either click on here. Okay, this is product database, but you can either click on here, new products, or you can click on trending products. Okay, so we're just going to load up some products and see what we can find. And this is on AMZscout.net, their website. There is so much information with this tool and so much data that, I mean, you could seriously go down a rabbit hole of just searching and finding and searching and finding and searching and finding. And the other thing that's great let me show you this. Okay, I'm gonna click on this item. It's gonna come up on, there's a couple tools I use, but this is AMZScout, okay? And the thing I really like about AMZScout is it tells you, number one, it's gonna tell you if Amazon is on the listing, okay? You really don't wanna sell, as a general rule, it's not always the case, but you really don't wanna sell items that Amazon is on, because they're always going to be able to beat your price, okay? It will show you how many FBA sellers, how many FBM sellers, and then it's going to break it down for you and give you the costs, the profit, etc. Okay, down here it'll give you the product rank. You can try to find the supplier on Alibaba. It's gonna probably kick up Keepa for me in a minute. Yep. It'll give you the Keepa chart. This is, I mean, you can get everything here, right? It will tell you for 2 years you can go back on this product, right? And I also have Keepa, so it'll come up on my stuff on my screen, usually on its own. The more, let me go down and I'll show you. The more see, there's Keepa for me. The more information you have, the more data you have, the more informed your decision is going to be, the more likely you are to get a profitable item. Okay, you don't want to just go in here all willy-nilly and start, you know, grabbing items and saying, oh, I want to sell that. You want to actually do the research, get the data. If you have VAs, train them how to do it, and it's just going to make you much more profitable to run your business in a data-driven way, I guess, than just, you know, by hunches or whatever. So this, you can see the buy box price, right? You can see the fees for FBA and then your cost. So you can also, here's what I like, because I also use another tool, but I have it set up for FBA and not drop shipping or merchant fulfilled. So this is what I like. So it doesn't show me any of that. So this is what I like about AMZScout. You can see for both. Okay, you can calculate right on the Amazon page for both. You're going to say the buy box price is whatever, I don't know, $44.99. I don't know why that's there, but I mean, we're gonna take that out. So maybe the minimum price is $40. Okay, that's used though. So we're not gonna, I don't know why these are, oh, those are different items. Okay, so you're gonna go over here and you're gonna say $54.99. Okay, the fees, if you are going to sell it and fulfill it yourself, your fees are going to be $8.25, which is like probably 15% usually is what it is, except for in certain categories of your selling price on Amazon. That's the fees that Amazon takes, their commission fee or whatever. So if you go over here and you say, okay, my cost on this is $25. Okay, now it's going to calculate this for you, right? Except when you ship it, you may have to pay shipping. But if you don't have to pay shipping, okay, like if you're not shipping it yourself, if you're doing drop shipping or your warehouse, you know, fulfillment center ships it for free or whatever, I don't know, then you aren't going to pay shipping. But let's say you do pay shipping. Let's say shipping is $8. Okay, so now you look at this, and what's the difference? If you send it to Amazon, okay, your profit's going to be $12. If you keep it and do the work yourself, your profit is going to be $13.74. So do you understand that? It will calculate both for you, so you can see on this item whether you want to, what's going to be better, if you send it into Amazon and do FBA, or if you keep it yourself and do FBM, or if you're drop shipping. I mean, that's going to be your profit, drop shipping. So the AMZScout has so many different calculations that it can do for you right on the screen. It'll also, like I said, you can do the history here up to 2 years. You can find a supplier on Alibaba, okay, if you want to do private label. I mean, there's all sorts of information that AMZScout gives you. It's an incredible tool, and that's why it's one of the most popular tools used by sellers who sell on Amazon. So on their website, you can see here, there's all this stuff, right? These are top selling. Let's go to, do we want to do trending? No, let's just do basic. If you want to do trending, you click there. If you want to do new products, you click here, right? But this is all, what I say, house, home. So these are some products. This, it'll show you your estimated sales are 1 per month. We don't want to sell that. This, your estimated sales are $259 a month. So this would be good if you're doing drop shipping, right? You just have to, of course, check to make sure that you aren't going to be getting an intellectual property violation, because those will ding your account. And if you get enough of those, Amazon will suspend you and you'll have to jump through all sorts of hoops to get your account back. But this is a very easy way to look and see what items you can sell, how much they're going to sell. Okay, this is a good one. Cord organizer for appliances, right? Sells 1,223 times a month. It's a mixer part. Estimated revenue is this. The price is this. The fees are this. So you're getting this. Okay, I mean, it's as simple as that. It has reviews. The rating over here. I get a little weary of doing things with under a 4.5 on the rating like this. I wouldn't sell. Because it'll tell you right here whether an item is a problem product or not. Okay, so let's look up here. 3.6. I'm not selling that. Plus, it only has one sale. Let's sort these by sales. Okay, come on. Okay. So Umber Vento, open top. I don't even, just, no, it doesn't exist. Let's open it and see. Garbage can. Okay, so it's a garbage can. So what am I going to look for here? I'm going to look for how many sellers it has, because with these brands that you aren't that familiar with, there's a big chance that you're going to have private label. It's going to be a private label, and you want to stay away from private label listings because you can get intellectual property violations through that too. So we're going to look at the rank. Oh, I have a dog snoring behind me. Okay, so this just shows you that over the last 2 years, look at the price, up and up and up and up. Oh no, that's 3 months. Switch back on you. So let's go to 1 year, the last year. Okay, so it's kind of all over the place, but now is as high as it's been. So you don't want to count on selling this item for $75, okay? Because it is the largest spike that it's been in a year. If you look back here on 11/16, it was selling for $55. So now it's selling for $20 more. So you don't want to count on it selling. If you come over here and you go, okay, so I'm going to enter like $75, right? And it costs, let's say you find one for let's say $40. Okay, so this is what you're going to be making, okay, $6.46. But let's say the price tanks and it goes back down to $50, right? Then you're going to lose your butt when it sells. So those are prices. That's why the Keepa charts and the history of items are really important to look at. And that's why tools like AMZScout are so important. But the reason I like AMZScout is because, like I said, it gives you, is Amazon on it? What am I going to make if I send it in FBA? What am I going to make if I send it in, if I fulfill it myself, or if I drop ship it? It's all right here in this tool. So that is why I highly suggest that you try out AMZScout if you do not use it yet. If you are selling on Amazon in any way, shape, or form, you need to be on this tool. I am going to show you how easy it is to go to, if you want to do a private label product, you can do this even if it's a big brand on something. If it's a bestseller, you can go, okay, so I want to make that product better, or I want to do something similar. I'm not going to copycat the product because you can't do that because of copyrights, trademarks, etc. But you can do a product that is similar in certain ways, or a product that improves, has a different design and improves what the original product is. But if you look over here, it's going to show us, these are beer mugs. That's not exactly what I'm looking for. Okay, I've clicked the page that's popular. Okay, so it thinks it's a mug. I'm just going to say this. It looks like a mug. I thought it was a mug when I started, but we want to see a, that's cheap for mugs though. I mean, don't look a gift horse in the mouth, Talking to Doolittle over here. So I would go on and say, okay, open top, let's do this on Alibaba. Not really the same, but that is how you would find it. And usually they wouldn't have a trash can that looks so much like a travel mug, right? But that is how it works. And then you would come over here and you'd be like, oh, okay, I want to look into this one. You would open it up, and then you would maybe get a sample sent, or you would, sorry, my internet's going really slow today. You would have a sample sent, you would negotiate to buy with this company, and then you would have it shipped over if you're doing private label. Unless you're really sure, that looks more like it, doesn't it? Unless you're really sure about the product, I don't think that I would order 1,000 unless you've done a lot of research. But the great thing is AMZScout, they'll do that for you too. They will actually give you private label products that they have done the research on. They'll give you the keywords, they'll give you everything. I mean, it's amazing. It's like when I started business 30 years ago, we had to do this stuff ourselves. There weren't like tools and softwares and all this stuff. So my God, you guys, it's so easy. I mean, there's a lot of competition, but it's so easy now to make money if you use the correct tools. So there is a link down below. If you liked the video, if you found it helpful, please like the video. It helps the channel so we can help more people. There's a link below to AMZScout to get it. It's an amazing tool, and it's a tool that I really suggest you get if you're serious about selling on Amazon, whether you want to sell via dropshipping, FBA, online arbitrage, or private label especially. I mean, it's a great tool. It does it all. If you want to mix up the things you sell and the way you sell, it's a fantastic tool.